you.
Boom shakalaka. You already know the vibery. It is Monday. It's Who Run the City. It's Tea Time. It's Big Fan Breezy. What's good? You know what I mean? Shout out to all my people in the building already. If you're in the building, make sure you press that like button. Sharing is caring. All that good stuff. You heard? Uh, yeah. So what's good, man? I don't know if you want to start.
I,
We both
I
coming off
had
the loss.
I was trying to come up with a new intro for like if I ever started the show, I said, kaboom, guess who stepped in the room? Does that work? That works.
That's not bad. That's it. That's your best one yet.
Oh man. But nah, man. I try and find ways to smile nowadays as a Nets fan because it's tough being a Nets fan. I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? All my predictions were wrong. Every time that I predicted a win, we probably lost. Every time I predicted a loss, we probably won. Oh no, not probably won. We did lose. We got two wins
because
Jock Vaughn. Jock Vaughn's out of here. I didn't lose no sleep. No Nets fans lost no sleep. Some celebrated. And Kevin Ollie got a lot of pressure. Like, what you gonna do? We seen what he did. What you fitting to do? Jock Vaughn had a lot of this backing from fans like me because when he was an interim coach, we remember him being 7-3 and going to the playoffs, getting swept, but going to the playoffs. But that being said, we had a lot of confidence in him in the beginning of the season, not so much now. Fans are shying away to say that they had love for Jock Vaughn. No one's sad to see him go. Kevin Ollie, in my opinion, defensive-wise, contrasting it to Jock Vaughn, he is a better coach. I see more structure there, but he has no offensive bag at all. To be specific, Kevin Ollie still has Mikal Bridges shooting 11 3-pointers when he's only 1 for 11. Nasty work. Also, they're making him and everybody else besides Cam Thomas play the game first, starting offense. Like, they'll run the offense and Cam Thomas, he'll, be off to the side waiting for the player to break down the defense to get him a corner three or a three from the side. They never get there because they don't know how to break down the defense because nobody really got no ball handling skills, pause or whatever. And at the end of the day, every time we deviate for trying to run the offense through Cam Thomas, we do something different from running the offense through Cam Thomas. The offense has been nasty all season long. We a team that has no identity on the offensive side of the ball, trying to put the 3 ball before the 2 ball, trying to put the 3 ball ahead of the, that's like horse in front of the carriage or whatever you want to call it. I mean, carriage in front of the horse or whatever. It's bad. Anytime the offense can have a situation where they are taking 3s before 2s and not getting to the foul line, not putting no first off, just mathematically, it is the lowest percentage shot. The highest percentage shot is closest to the basket. Mikal Bridges taking 28-footers, 29-footers, and 30-footers. It's not going to help the Brooklyn Nets win. If you ask why it's so accurate and articulate basketball in the way that you do, it's because I took a lot of flack about the way I critique the players for playing bad. They made it seem like, yes, I was the villain to the Nets, and I wasn't. I was just being, as a vlogger, you gotta have integrity. You gotta be able to call it how you see it. You can't just, he's a great player and he's not playing great. He's playing bad, actually. You gotta, as a vlogger, see it straight down the line. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Tea Time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. Even though I see no Nets fans in the chat, where my guys at? I'm gonna need all my Nets fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out
Barry
to
was a
everybody
Nets
in the chat.
fan. No, he wasn't. He was a KD fan. But shout
KD fan.
But go ahead, talk to me, T-Time.
Hold on real quick. Yo, I gotta take this.
Okay. All right. Well, what I will say is this. I really don't. Hold on. Oh no. Jack City's wilding for the night. He said. He said, "Yo, what's good, Breezy? Send us Bridges and keep the camp squad over there, over in Brooklyn. Nah, we not
Yeah,
doing
my
that.
fault.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. My guy BJ, Barry, JJ, we see you. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, yo, I just wanted to say, right, because everybody on the Nets page, on your page, because I pulled up after y'all lost to who y'all lost to.
the
Uh,
Wolves.
was it the Wolves? Nah, that was your last loss, the Wolves. It was the game before that when y'all lost to the Raptors. When y'all got smoked by the
Mm-hmm.
Raptors,
Mm-hmm. There's the
and I
Raptors.
said we could in quotations we could easily go on an 8-game win streak. Big fan Breezy.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about the after the Wolves game. Actually, I was talking about after the Wolves game. I didn't think we was gonna. I thought we would beat Toronto, but I didn't think that we was gonna beat the Wolves. So the streak would have technically started tonight.
Yo,
Tonight, technically is when the streak would have started. So
yo,
we'll see.
listen, man. Yo, it was hilarious. I just find it hilarious, man. Uh, yeah. I listened to you yet again exalt the virtues of another head coach, and from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, well, because we play on the same days, so I ain't really tuning into your games
There's
if the
that.
Knicks
Yeah,
is on.
exactly.
Yeah,
That's true.
so I can't say that I've watched a full Nets game since Kevin Ollie's been the coach, but from what I'm hearing, you know what I mean, from what I'm hearing. I don't know. The jury is still heavily out on Kevin Ollie, and my boy Big Fan Breezy yet again got up on KVN. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure he did it on his platform and was
Mhm.
trying to convince you guys why Kevin Ollie is great. And
Mhm.
my simple retort to him was, yo, I don't believe you when you talk about how good these coaches are because you were wrong twice before. So I don't believe you. You feel me? And I don't believe in Sean Marks' ability to hire the appropriate people to coach your team. Uh, the team direction is clearly still going in the wrong direction because all the reports that I see is saying that y'all are committed to building around Mikal Bridges. I like Mikal Bridges. I think he'll be a great role player or a two or a third option. Two or third option. Mikal Bridges will probably be great in that role. But as the main guy, I don't think so. I don't think he's him. I don't think he's Timothy Turner. I don't think he has that ability to go out on a nightly basis and will and lead his team to victory, right? Because being the number one option is more than just putting up scoring points. You got to be able to inspire and lead the men. I don't think he's capable of that. Just hearing him speak and the way he talk, like he have a kind of like a defeatist
It's in this whole
attitude.
thing.
Yeah, I mean when it comes to certain things,
Mhm.
you feel me? Like we all saw the clips from him being on the Roommates podcast, and I don't. If it was me, right? If I was a Brooklyn Nets fan, I'll be disgusted with him sitting there and having these guys talk to him in such a manner. Especially Josh Hart, because Josh Hart ain't even like I love Josh Hart for what he does for my team, right? But he ain't the guy. Like, if you ain't the guy, you can't talk to me the way Josh Hart is talking to Mikal Bridges. Like, yo, bro, you're not even a man. Like, so for your team to still be focused on, yeah, he's the guy, wanting 5 first round, y'all should have took the picks from Houston, to be perfectly honest. If you ask me, them Houston picks, y'all should have definitely took those picks for Mikal Bridges. Uh, because I'm saying that because I know you firsthand want Cam Johnson. I mean Cam Thomas to be the guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you want Cam Thomas to be the guy. He's never gonna be the guy if Mikal Bridges is there, because the organization believes Mikal Bridges is the guy. And I think Mikal Bridges, 2 more years? He got a contract coming up, or a year?
Mm-hmm.
Next year, right?
Mm-hmm.
They already gave Cam Johnson all this damn money.
Mm-mm.
It's nasty work. It's
Mm-hmm.
nasty work over there. And
Mm-hmm.
I until it happens, I'm gonna keep on saying it. They gotta fire Sean Mark. If y'all have any hope of being a respectable team again, Sean Mark's gotta go. I think
Mm-hmm.
he ruined him. He ruined what he built, and now having to start from scratch with players that he didn't draft, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think he could do it. I don't think he could do it. And I'm just gonna land the plane there on that. You know what I mean? But on some Knicks shit, because I know if I let you talk again, I'm gonna talk about fucking Nets news and Nets stuff for the next hour, nigga. So
What I do?
so I will say this, right? You know, I went to a Knicks party event for my guy from Twitter, Tony. Tony from Twitter, he hosted a watch party like a block away from the Garden. Shit was dope. Monica McNutt was there. You know what I mean, the reporter from the MSG, she was there. Not only she joined one of the Morning Brew podcasts that was there. My guy Phil, that's my guy too. Uh, she hung out, bro. Like it was wild, bro. Like she was at the bar chilling. Like I did not expect that. You know, I expect her to come, do the interview, and dip. She chilled for hours. Like it was dope. She chilled for
Wave
3 quarters.
by and shit. Like, all right, peace,
Yeah.
y'all.
Took pictures with everybody and stuff like that. Well, I ain't gonna
Singing,
take
he's a
pictures with
jolly
this.
good fellow and shit.
Yeah, she took pictures with everybody. Was very nice. I didn't go get a picture because I don't like swarming people. That's just not my style, right? But she was very nice and sociable with everybody. It was dope. But I digress from my point. We watching this game in the bar, and what the thing that's bothering me, we lost, right? We lost. They tried ESPN trying to say we got blown out. I don't really
You
consider.
talking about Boston?
Yeah, I don't really consider us that loss a blowout. Like the game was close for most of the game until like the end of the fourth quarter. You know, the pause, we let go of the rope. But I don't like the fact that we're missing 3 starters and guys are acting like they're beating us healthy. The smiles and the jubilation I'm seeing from these guys while they're winning these games, like they're beating us fully healthy, and they're making a big deal out of beating the Knicks, even though we're unhealthy. And the Celtics was one of them. There was a lot of buffoonery going on with Jaylen Brown. I didn't like he was having a good game, but I ain't like his swagger, like they were beating us fully healthy. I hate that. Yeah, I mean that bothers me because I'm like, if we was missing one player, okay, granted. Yeah, I mean, you could still talk your shit. Maybe even if we missing 2 starting players, talk your shit. But you're talking about 3 starters, dog, and y'all out here acting like y'all beating. Laugh now, cry later. That's my message to everybody in the NBA right now. Laugh now, cry later. And I'm saying that because there was a video a couple days ago of Julius Randle. Somebody is working out in the gym. You see Julius Randle in the background putting up shots, uh, which is a great sign. Then before the game, he wasn't in uniform, but he was in his sweats, shirtless, pause, putting work, getting a full workout on the court. You know what I mean? And this is beautiful to see, because the way that guys are still they're making it very difficult for Jalen Brunson, even though I think he had 34 points in that last game. They're making it very difficult for Jalen Brunson. And that's because Julius Randle's not on the court. We don't have nobody else that can predominantly score or help take over a game, right? You know, Dante had spurts, but he's not. Like, that's what I always say about being a guy, right? You can do it for 4 or 5 games, right? But can you do it for a season? And I'm not expecting that from Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo gave us what he could give us. He gave us a nice stretch of 6, 7 games. I think maybe 10, if I'm not mistaken, where he was absolutely killing. And thank you,
Phenomenal.
Dante, because that's what we needed. You feel me? But I don't expect him to be able to continue that pace. You feel me? So so it's important to see Julius Randle out there in full sweat, putting up shots, looking healthy, and taking steps to returning. You know what I mean? Uh, and and with the news, the one report that I got from about OG is that they're gonna reevaluate him March 1st, which is what's that, 4 days away? Is it? No.
It's close
This
to
is
it.
a
More
leap
like
year, right? This is a leap year, right?
I would say about give it you said March 4th?
No, we got March 1st. We got 3 days.
Oh, you
Three
said
days
March
from
1st.
now. Yeah, 3 days from now. You know what I mean? We got he gets reevaluated, and they said shortly after that they expect him to be back soon. Like after he get reevaluated, he should be back shortly after that. And that's great news too. Uh, look, you talking about congratulations on the next championship. This is what bitter net fans say. Bitter net fans say shit like this, right? Your team sucks, so you making out a big deal, like we making up being overly happy that our team is successful. I remember when you Met fans were overly happy when your team was winning, right? And that was okay. But now the shoe's on the other foot. Oh, congratulations on winning the championship. Nah, there's work to be done. And first part of that work is what I'm talking about right now is us getting healthy. And when that to land the plane, when that happens, the league is in trouble. The league is in trouble when the Knicks is healthy. It's all, when we get OG back, when we get Julius back, and they said Mitch is expected to make a return before the playoffs. When these things happen, it's going to trouble. In the words of Bernie Mac. You feel me? And I want to say that because I watched Boston act crazy, and I watched Indiana act crazy when they played us, and we was devastated by injury. You know what I mean? And all that dancing and making faces and all. Yeah. I'm gonna remember that. And y'all gonna have to see us again when we healthy. We're gonna pack y'all up just like how we was packing people up in the month of January, going 14-2 when we were healthy in Atlanta.
Man,
Look,
you're feeling away about that
look, but
Boston
look.
game. I see.
Wait, hold on. He's a net. I mean, he's a Cavs fan, right? If I'm not
Yeah, I
mistaken,
told
right?
you he's a Cav
Yeah.
content creator. Yeah, tune in
It
one
make
sports.
it make it makes sense. Tune in. It makes sense because the way Mitchell Robinson son Jared Allen in the playoffs, you would want him to come back next season. The way Mitchell Robinson put Jared Allen on his shoulder and burped him, sung him a lullaby, tucked him into his Cavs pajamas, and read him a bedtime story. You would want him to come back next year. I understand. It makes sense, bro.
Hold on. You want to keep cooking? Cause I I don't want to stop you. You know what I mean? You
Nah,
landing the plane, or you still in the
because
air?
Brock work. He just said something sounding like y'all. Nah. Y'all said if Kyrie didn't get injured, y'all would have won a championship, and I think that's still false. You know what I mean? I'm saying wait till my team get back because we're gonna pack people up. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna pack y'all up. And it was proven to be false because your team got healthy and Kyrie did come back and y'all got swept in the first round. So I'm not sounding like y'all. That's all I'm saying. Saying laugh now, cry later. That's all. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm done.
Staying off, we're gonna stay with the Knicks and we gonna get to it because I hear the confidence and I just want to kind of remind people of what the Knicks were when they were playing their best basketball. When because and I did this, what he said was in trouble. So I'm like, wow, who's in trouble? Nets fans? Is the Brooklyn Nets in trouble? I know we still got the head-to-head, so I don't know how much trouble he was. Maybe he was referring that to other teams, but I just wanted to kind of just be specific. You know what I'm saying? When I look at the winning that they were doing in the 90s, I cannot lie. As a fan, you gotta be impressed being a Nets fan. But I don't know if they've returned to their former selves. Now, as you can see, as I pulled up for you guys, right? You got in the 97-98 season, the Knicks losing in the Eastern Conference Finals. So respectfully, they went to the Eastern Conference Finals 4 seasons in a row, right? Stop me if I'm wrong, right? And in '99, they lost in the finals, right? And in '99 and 2000, they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals once again, and they went to the Eastern Conference Finals the year after that, right? Now, what I'm no first round. So what basically what I'm saying is to T Tom is this: when you say that the Knicks is in trouble, I look at the when y'all were playing good basketball, and when I see is first round exit, conference semis twice. It's 80 in the 80s, right? Then we get into the 90s, right to it, right? Y'all lost in the first round, and then the conference semis, and then the conference finals. Maybe that trouble, that's what he's talking about. And then they lost in the finals, and then they went to the semis 4 times in a row, and then they went to the finals again in that 80, 98, 99 season. So, do you mean this kind of trouble? Are you saying that the Knicks are going to be playing this kind of brand of basketball from now on, where they're going far in the playoffs, semis at minimum, semis to finals? Or are you in that semis? Well, are you saying that, or I'm not trying to speak for you. I'm not a Knicks fan. I wouldn't know, but you know what? Let me just add this to this before I land the plane. Right, like I said, I'm a fan of Carmelo Anthony. Right. And I actually pulled this up because of the conversation he was having on a podcast that I watched with Carmelo Anthony on. They call it 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, right? I watched this podcast. Real talk. I watched this podcast. Can you see me? I froze? It
But
looked
I can
like I
hear
froze.
you. You
Okay,
froze,
so
but I can hear you still.
hold on, let me put the camera on. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, so
Yeah.
basically, I watched this podcast with Carmelo, and it's a dope podcast. And basically, he was talking about the Knicks looking like they was now back in the 90s. I just pulled up and showed y'all how well they were playing. Um, I'm asking you, do you feel that y'all that good and will be that good? Go on runs where y'all making deep playoff runs season after season?
Absolutely. And I'm gonna tell you why. I like the way this team is constructed, right? This team is constructed that once our main guys are back, like everybody, it is a lot of guys who can do two things at once: play defense and score a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel that was the same in the '90s. I feel like you had Patrick Ewing, who was a I think he don't get mentioned. Excuse me, he don't get mentioned as much with the greats as he should, because Patrick Ewing was absolutely phenomenal at the game of basketball on both ends of the court.
Mm-hmm.
Give you buckets and was a lockdown defender for his position, right? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I just think that this team as a whole is construct. We don't have a Patrick Ewing on this team. As much as I like Jalen Brunson, I don't think he's Pat. I don't think he's on Pat level. Same thing with Julius Randle. I don't think he's he's on Pat level. We don't have a Patrick Ewing. I just think that this team is uh, constructed better. You know what I mean? Constructed better. And that's what I think will give us the edge and competing
Let
deep
me.
into the playoffs.
I got one
Yeah.
more Nick question, and again, I watched the podcast, and again, at 7 p.m. in Brooklyn, it's a dope podcast. Carmelo Anthony is on it, and it goes to show you that I'm a real Carmelo Anthony fan. I'm not just saying that. If I wasn't, I would never knew about this podcast. So please spare me. Now, again, Carmelo Anthony. What I was saying about Carmelo Anthony, I was saying that. Oh, I had another Nick question. Yeah,
Hmm.
who do y'all sign in the offseason? Josh Hart or Mitchell Robinson?
Josh Hart is already signed.
I
Mitchell
think it's
Robinson
a
is already signed.
I think it's a situation where y'all can only sign one.
Nah,
I'm getting this from the
nah,
podcast in the summer.
nah. Yeah, nah. Josh Hart was already signed his extension. He signed it this offseason.
For how long?
The
For
previous,
1, 2 seasons?
I think
Oh,
he got
so y'all
like
got
4 years.
Okay.
I think we got him for like 4 years. Mitchell Robinson signed his extension two off seasons ago for I think 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Now the people that we got to talk about signing is Hartenstein and Precious Achua. They both on contract years. Uh, who else? Precious Achua, OG Ananobi. He's on the contract year, but I don't think the Knicks make a trade. The trade that they made for OG, if they didn't think that that was already locked up, OG, it was leaked that OG Ananobi said that he would take a discount if it was the Knicks on his next contract. To play with the Knicks, he'll take a discount, which is something that, I know Leon Rose loved to hear. But as far as like getting contracts done, I'm not worried. I love the way my front office handle contracts. Jalen Brunson's contract was front loaded. Pause. Uh, because he get he gets cheaper every year that he's on the team, right? So he got the bulk of his money his first year with the well he was more expensive his first year and he gets cheaper every year thereafter.
I get what you
Uh,
mean. I get what you mean.
I think Mitchell Robinson did the same thing, right? Got a front loaded contract. I could be wrong with Mitchell Robinson though, but I know Jalen Brunson did that as well. I'm not sure exactly how uh, Josh Hart contract is constructed. I'm saying all that to say, uh, I have confidence that we can reach agreements with OG. I'm pretty sure is a done deal already. I'm pretty sure we could reach agreements with Precious Achua and Hartenstein. I'm pretty sure the Knicks could do that. Yeah, I mean, I like Precious as a backup four. This is something that I said in the beginning of the season that we desperately needed. Was a
Mhm.
guy, a prototypical four. I didn't like Josh Hart playing four. And I feel like now when Julius Randle come back, we have that in Precious Achua. Uh, I feel like he's playing like diet Julius Randle. He can't really score off the dribble as much as Julius Randle, but pick and roll into uh, pick and roll to the rim, he getting buckets. Hitting the open corner three, he's hitting that more consistently. And he's a rebounding beast on the
Mhm.
offensive glass as of late. And that's what we needed from a backup four. And when Mitchell Robinson go back, we got Mitchell Robinson and Isaiah Hartenstein. That works perfectly for me. Uh, so I'm confident that, you know, the front office could get it done. You know what I mean? That's one thing I'm confident in is that they could get it done and make the right moves. Even if they can't, I'm confident that they'll make the right moves to help better the team. And to add something to the other point about the past Knicks, that you know, I'm a firm believer the reason we never won the championship in the '90s is solely because of Michael Jordan. You talking about one of those teams? I forgot which year was a 60-win team, dog. They won
Mhm.
60 games during the regular season,
Mhm.
and they lost to Michael Jordan.
Mhm.
You feel me? Like you got 57-win teams, 55-win teams in the '90s, and they lost to Michael Jordan. And I say that to say this: there's no Michael Jordan in the East, son. Not right now. Ain't named nobody named Michael Jordan with the ball head, with the half leg sleeve, You with the wristband and wearing 23. Nah, there's nobody like that in the East right now. So even if this year is not our year, I have immense confidence that in the near future, if we keep building a team the way we've been building a team, that we will win a championship in the near future. My guy Leon Rose said when he first got to the Knicks, and I keep on revisiting this point because they people argue about Leon Rose so much. Uh, and he said about the moves that he didn't make, about the Donovan Mitchell move and things like that. They criticized when he did everything he did to get Jalen Brunson and all that. But one thing I always revisit, they criticize him about not doing media interviews. One thing I always keep on saying is that when his first interview with Mike Bryan, when he took over president of basketball operations, he said in 4 or 5 years we will be contenders. And every major sport head that you guys watch now are saying the Knicks are contenders. They are finals contenders when they get back healthy. So my man's been true to his word the whole time, the whole entire time. You know what I mean? And I just wanted to land the plane there. And Brockwork,
No,
listen, man, keep hope alive. I know y'all have no hope, so it's okay if we keep hope alive. There's no
we
hope in
got hope.
Brooklyn.
Don't do that. We got hope.
There's no
Even if it ain't
what
as
hope.
much hope, we still got hope.
What hope?
We got
What
hope.
hope? What
Well,
hope?
first
Y'all got
off, first off,
yo,
listen. First
y'all,
off,
y'all
the
got packed up by the Rockets by like 40, son. What you talking about, bro?
hold on. Let me take
Not the
this off.
Rockets. The Raptors about 40. No,
Hold
they
on.
beat y'all by 30, and they
I'm a,
sorry.
I'm gonna tell you again. Fans like me aren't brittle, aren't fickle. I'm gonna go through all of this like I've been through all of this before. But case in point is, it got tables gotta turn. Listen, when there's no productivity in business, even if Joe Side's not of the culture, don't know a thing about a basket and a ball together, knows nothing about it, but still owns a team. Even if that is the situation, owners change. And I'm not saying that he's going to step down or anything like that. I did hear about some other family who another family knows nothing about basketball to my knowledge. Again, that's just business. But my point in business is that the business is winning. And if you're not winning, you're losing. And if you're not winning, then you're not making more money. They just showed this wild stat of what the Golden State Warriors were worth before Steph Curry got there, or when he was a rookie, rather, and what they net worth is now. Their net worth, because of their winning, all of those winning seasons, even when they weren't winning, but they were contenders. Like T Tom said, contenders. Listen, that shit is good business. They stock went from a M to a B. That's millions. So exactly, yes, you know what that B stand for. So case in point is, bro, that shit gotta happen. You in a city like this, with all of this, not even just the fanfare and what we demand and all of this and that. Nah, just the whole business side of being here. And again, all of the money that y'all could receive, knowing the access that fans have to the game. But the fans don't want to come to the game is for one reason and one reason only: we losing. If we are winning, their fans are fickle. Oh, I'm a Nets fan now. I was a Knicks fan, but I'm a Nets fan. All that stuff happens. The contingent on winning. The name of the sport is basketball. The name of the business is winning. We have to start winning, and we have to start it soon. Shout to my guy Leaf, one of the most,
Yo,
one of the most, how you say, he to me a normal Nets fan. To be mad like Leaf is to make sense. For you to be content with all of this malarkey is just it's It's challenging. I can't sit well with none of this. We 21 wins. You got me making bet with Nick fans named Fraz Taz for $5 that we gonna be 45 plus wins. Not happening. I got another bet with T Time saying that me and the Nets are gonna beat the Knicks. We're not getting swept. If I'm correct, that is the bet. Not that we're gonna win
That is the
both
bet.
or anything like that, but we
That is
won't
the
get
bet.
swept in this. And again, I'm the one that look like I'm falling flat on my face because you got fans that always remind me of how optimistic I am as a fan. But guess what, net players and Nets coaches? I'm doing my job as a fan. I give the fan base hope. I'm not trying to lead them the wrong way. I'm telling them when I vlog how we supposed to play the game for us to win. Do the Brooklyn Nets do that? No. Do they go to Cam Thomas and run the office through him first? No. They keep giving it to Mikal Bridges. And again, like I said, they're too nice. The Brooklyn Nets are too nice. Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson can't go nowhere else in the league and be a number one and number two. Cam Johnson, what I will say about Kevin Ollie is he sat Cam Johnson on a bench, told him to sit down. Again, like I said, Leaf, don't come over here saying stuff like that in front of these Knicks fans. Stop it and do it quickly. We will handle this on the Nets fan page. Don't do this in front of them. Now,
so to your
go ahead.
to your point earlier about the business of winning, I did see a stat that the Nets is the second highest rating drop this season. I forgot who was the first one, but this shit was crazy, almost like 40-something%. And y'all was like 37 or 38% ratings drop on y'all games, which is hilarious because I was told that the Net fans was the best fans, but I know Knicks fans for years that watched every game where it was the worst lineups in the world, where we had Luke Armisen, Lance Thomas, Alexis Chavez. I can't pronounce his name, but the Langston Galloway. That was pretty much the starting five, and it was Knicks fans tuned into those games, and to see. And I told you too when you was talking about. I remember we had a conversation, and we was talking about ratings because you brought it up that how y'all was one of the high-rating teams in the NBA. I said that's because of KD and Kyrie. Their fans from across the country are now watching the Nets. And then I said when they leave, those fans are going to be gone. And I was right.
No, but there's truth to that. I've seen like pages where we share it and try to see, share it to different pages for like going live on the podcast. The player pages are bigger than team pages. Like
Facts.
Player handles on Twitter have a bigger following than teams on Twitter. NBA teams. So this did become, far as a fan, you do fan the teams more. I mean, the players more than the team. If that player goes to that team, you're gonna have fans that's gonna, come to that team. Like, yo, I wasn't a fan until this player got here. People keep it real. They're like, yo, I wasn't a fan of the Nets before Vince Carter got here. That's real shit. Yo, you can't be mad at that. Back when Vince Carter came to the Nets, bro, Vince Carter was already half man, half amazing. I'm not sure. I think he went to the dunk contest already. I don't think he went to the dunk contest as a net player. I think he went to the dunk contest as
Toronto.
Yeah, he was definitely a Toronto Raptors. Again, full circle. I'm glad he's here. He does the games, he does the play-by-plays, and he's good. He always has a memory and etc. But case in point is, he talks basketball.
Y'all hired VC as
for
a play-by-play. Oh, that's what's up. I thought he was in Atlanta.
He was. He was. He was. And then he came here. You know what I mean? This is his first season with the Brooklyn Nets. Yeah. So again, hopefully
that's
he
good because y'all commentary is ass.
Yeah, no, I believe that it's a culture piece. You want somebody, if you're talking about building a culture, you want Vince Carter with the Nets. It's just a good look. On me personally, I want to see him at a different capacity. I would like to see him as an assistant coach, and right there, just a play-by-play, then becoming an assistant coach. But again, like I said, fans are gonna leave. That's fine. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna stay. You know what I mean? I'm gonna continue being a Nets fan. Shout out to the podcast, man. It's been doing good. I've been having fun. There's the fans that still pull up. It's not like there's fans. And again, those fans I appreciate because we are losing. We're 21 and 30 something. I lost count. 21 and 30 something. And fans still pull up and show support. So that shows that the fan base is growing. And there's a culture. And I think what part of it is winning basketball. A lot of fans did get kind of turned on to the Nets around that time. Well, me, I got here before KD and Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? But again, far as knowing us for winning, they know the KD and Kyrie era, but we did a little bit of winning before they got here, right? So case in point is, listen, that brand I want to build on. I want to build on the Nets winning. I mean, I always advocate for both teams to see each other in the playoffs. That should look far-fetched. You know what I'm saying? And I'll resort to the standings. Now, as you can see in the standings, we in the play-outs, right? In the play-outs.
Absolutely.
In the Toronto Raptors.
Y'all only a half a game ahead of them. That's crazy. Y'all about to drop down to 12, son. That's crazy.
Listen, man, I'm gonna just keep it going. And then, you know what I mean? I don't know if we make the play-in. And again, when I say that we were going to win streak, it starts with tonight's game and the following games. But they just said that the Charlotte Hornets was whooping ass the other day. They like on a 4-game win streak. Like what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now y'all nice. Now y'all nice. You know what I mean? We about to play y'all. Now y'all nice. Bro. Whatever, man.
Go down to Charlotte and go over to their win streak.
The win streak is Charlotte. 1. They must have lost one.
But they only got one game, but they 5-5.
And they last 10.
5 in their last 10.
Yeah.
Yo, they've been playing good basketball, bro, as of late. Grant Williams was a nice addition to their team, and I think they got somebody else too. I can't remember. But they've been playing better. That Miller kid has been on fire.
I was about to say the rookie been balling crazy.
Well. Yeah, he been balling out, bro. Yeah. So y'all play the Hornets tonight.
Shit, my phone in the room, man. I forget, but I'm gonna check now.
Hold on, I'm gonna check.
Matter of fact, while we here, I'll do my predictions.
Now y'all play the Grizzlies tonight.
Oh man, we better beat the Grizzlies, bro. I mean, they are home, but so what? You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
to my knowledge, we got
the
more
same record as y'all.
Yeah,
well, they got one more. They got one less win than y'all.
Yeah, but I always say that we should win, and I find ways to win. But okay, Ben Simmons is out of the lineup. I want to say that I was right about him not having heart, and I'm just done with it. And again, my thing is that's you trading contracts. You traded Harden the big contract for Ben Simmons the big contract. As a GM, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. Look. You traded contract for contract. Even if you ain't take you could just get other pieces. You couldn't get Shake Milton. You understand? You couldn't get all of these different pieces that we could have got instead of Ben Simmons. Even Tobias Harris. Yo, if we would have got Tobias Harris in that Harden trade, I would have been rooting for Sean Marks to don't say a bad word about him. But I can't do none of that because Sean Marks, you missed on that, bro. You missed.
Yeah, I said it from the beginning of the season. Ben Simmons gonna play just enough games to keep on getting paid.
Hold on. Listen, J1, bro. I'm not talking about. I didn't think we was gonna beat the Wolves. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping we beat the Wolves. I want to say the difference between hope and actually, it's just like you trying to hang on by a rope, but it's just like a little string off of the rope you hanging on. You know what I mean? So nah. That the win streak will start today, man. I think we could win today. I think we could beat the Grizzlies, bro. I
Well,
hope we
check it.
could be.
What's up? Check it. Check it. I said it from the beginning of the season. Ben Simmons is going to play enough games to keep on getting paid. Uh, and he's proven me absolutely right. What I think he played what 3 games in a row. He played before the All Star, like 2 games before. He played like 4 games before the All Star break, right? And,
Man, I don't know, man.
and
Forget Ben Simmons,
nah,
man.
nah, I got to talk about it, man, because we spent a lot of time in the summertime talking about this man, and now y'all kind of want to sweep him under the rug, and I don't like that. I don't like
Bro,
that,
I
bro.
never was talking about him for real, bro. Everybody trying to
Oh,
convince me that he was good. I thought he was.
so he
He is what I
played
thought he was, bro.
in February. He played 1, 2, 3, 4 games, then missed a game. Then he played 2, and then he gonna miss another game. Ben Simmons don't really want to play basketball for real. Nasty
Nah.
contract. Y'all stuck with that. Y'all couldn't, bro. Y'all couldn't. There's no way in the world y'all could get a team to take that contract. No way. Like y'all would have to. Like I don't see no way that y'all can convince a team to take Ben Simmons' contract. There's no way, bro, because that's crazy, bro. That's
Bro,
crazy. Like
it's nasty, bro. I told
he
you
left
if
it.
we would have got Tobias Harris for James Harden, yes, that's good. That's good GM work. We need a
Yo, he
fall. You
yo,
got us a fall. You didn't do that.
hold on. He is it true that he left the game with like leg soreness?
Yep.
That's nasty work, Ben Simmons.
And he played
You
next to Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges, I'm pretty sure, even though he an Iron Man, he played with knickknacks. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
He played with soreness. Come on, Ben
absolutely,
Simmons. You cleaning us
absolutely.
out, bro. You propose or whatever. Like, nigga, you doing us bad. Like,
There's
no analogies. You are as a fan, you're robbing us of what we want as fans. Yeah. The experience of having you on the team, you're robbing us of it, bro. You don't play and for fuck when you're not there. When you are there, you don't hoop. Everybody want to talk about how he's a passing this. Fuck your passing, man. Like, I don't like you always passing the salt, past the pepper, past the fucking. You always passing some shit, man. Like, fuck out of here. Shoot the ball.
nah,
You 6'10". Why you running up the court just to run real fast, just to pass? You corny.
yo,
You
yo,
corny.
that
I want you
that
off
has
my team, Ben Simmons.
that
I
has
want
to
you
be
off
one
the
of the
team.
funniest things. And it wasn't really meant to be funny, but I don't know why that was so funny to me. You don't hoop. Nah, but seriously, yeah, playing 21 minutes and only scoring 2 points is crazy. Playing
It's not.
24 minutes and only scoring 5 points is crazy. Like, yeah, bro, listen, you're 6'10". Of course, you're supposed to rebound the basketball, bro. Like, you're getting 8 rebounds as a 6'10" guy is not super impressive. Like, it's
Nope.
decent. It's decent, but it's not super impressive. And you don't do that every night. Some nights you get out there
Nah.
and you get 1 rebound. Sometimes you get out there and get 3 rebounds. Like,
Hmm.
Ben is the saddest story in NBA history. Nah, Greg Oden is the saddest story in
Yeah,
NBA
so I
history.
think, yeah,
But
I feel really bad for Greg Oden, man. I really feel like his
but
career
Ben
was really
Simmons,
short-lived.
Ben Simmons is I would say is a disgusting story, is a disgrace because there's so many people around the world who wish they had the opportunity to get a roster spot, and not only have a roster spot, have the ability and have teams believe in them enough to play them. You know what I mean? And you just not wanting to play basketball is kind of ridiculous, especially with the kind of money you making. Uh, that's ridiculous. And I told he making too much money just to retire. I know he don't want to play basketball no more. I think he rather want to retire, but he's making too much money to just be like, yeah, I retire. I don't want the rest of my money. Like, nah, I think he's gonna go all the way to the end of his contract, and I doubt that we see Ben Simmons play basketball after that. I doubt it.
Amnesty clause. I don't
Huh?
care I don't care what he do, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. The Brooklyn
Oh,
Nets, the
no.
Brooklyn Nets play the Memphis Grizzlies tonight at 8 o'clock. Hopefully we win that game. These are my predictions. These are my predictions. Then we play Orlando tough. We might lose that game. I'm trying to be positive. Hold on. Then hold on. Wednesday. We don't got no game on Wednesday. Uh Thursday, we play Atlanta. That's an important game, man. For like
Pack.
morale. Like if we want to have a chance at actually and we home for that game. This is a Thursday game. I'm reading off all of the games before we get back next Saturday or Sunday or Monday. And we appreciate y'all pulling
Ooh.
up. You know, we've been flexible with the schedule or whatnot. So we appreciate it. Y'all still been showing support. We appreciate it. So this is, and we at home. We need to win this game. This is a must win. If unless fans are going to crash out, fans are going to say, you know what, fuck it, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And we right there, pulling us back. Don't do it. Don't crash out. We
Mm.
almost there, but we got a little bit of hope yet left. Me, I got a little bit of hope left. Leaf is in the chat saying we stabbed to death. That's not true. No, bro, I've been through this. Like I said, you just pulling up, you just dealing with this. I deal with Knicks fans all the time, and actually, this is the as subtle as I've seen it. You know, it's more crazier than this season's prior before you got here, Leaf. Trust me.
Yeah.
That being said, pull up to the game when we play basketball. We're doing that in the summer. So we gotta
So,
win that.
facts.
Friday, we don't play.
Y'all,
We don't play
y'all play
Friday.
Saturday. Y'all play at 3 o'clock Saturday. And y'all play the Hawks on a back to back. But it's not a back to
Okay.
back. You know what I
What do you
mean?
mean on the Sunday too? We play them. Oh, you talking about
Nah,
back to
y'all
back
play them
games, but
third.
not on the back to back
Yeah,
days. Okay.
yeah.
Yo, again, these are must wins. If we come back next week winning 3 out of 4, losing that game to Orlando, it is what it is. I'm counting the Saturday game, even though we might be here or not on Saturday. You know how I go. Shout out to the fans. Y'all really hold it down. We really appreciate the support. Yeah. Again, man, 1,000 thank yous. I can't thank y'all enough. But I think we could go 3-4. But no, how we recent history, we might have a split. 2-4. But hopefully we could go 3-4. Yeah. So that's me being optimistic, but I think it's more of a split between 2-4. But I'm being optimistic for a 3-4. I don't think that we run the table and go 4-4, 4 for
So
4, and beat
who you
Orlando.
got y'all
I don't
winning
think,
against?
but maybe we do.
So
Huh?
you
What you
got the
say?
wins against the Grizzlies and two,
The
three against.
Grizzlies.
I mean, and two against Atlanta.
Yeah, yeah. But we actually beat Orlando, but I feel like since we beat them like 2-3 times and they home and it's a back-to-back for us. I mean, we fucking gonna play in Memphis on Monday, and then Tuesday is we play again in Atlanta. So we gotta fly from there to there. I just think it's tough to do, you know what I'm saying? And that being said, yeah, I think that we lose that game because of it's a back-to-back and we haven't shown anything that we would win this game. And I got us
Gang,
being Atlanta at home. I got us being Atlanta. We got to win these home games. The fans still support. The fans are going to be there. The fans are going to be there for sure.
uh,
I'm going to pull it back to the top post. I'm going to bring it
yeah,
back to the top.
I don't have y'all. I don't know. I think the Grizzly game for y'all is a toss up. I've seen games where the role players of the Grizzlies come out and wash people up. So it's a toss up. I don't know. Benefit of the doubt, I give y'all that game. I give y'all the benefit of the doubt. And the
Thanks.
next 3 y'all lose. Atlanta gonna put up stupid points on y'all, and I don't know if y'all can keep up the scoring pace with Atlanta. Y'all defense has been kind of weird. Y'all play great defense at times, and then at times y'all don't play defense at all. Against the Timberwolves, it was like 77. It was like 70-70 in like the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, right? Right? At some point in the fourth quarter, it was tied. And then for y'all to lose by almost 20, it's crazy. Right?
Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
really crazy when you watch the games. They go away from Cam Thomas and try to score without him, and then we go
yeah.
on scoring droughts, and the other team Don't.
So no matter how you slice it, that's the point. You know what I mean? With Atlanta. Atlanta, they put up a lot of points. They don't play no defense, but they put up a lot of points. And I don't know if y'all can keep up the scoring pace because, like you said, your interim coach don't have no offensive bag. So I got y'all 1-3 coming in the next week. But the Knicks, on the
I
other
ain't
hand,
mad.
Knicks on the other hand, we played Detroit tonight. That's a dub. Even injured, that's and I'm saying that because, and I'm not saying that super lightly because the last time we played Detroit, they gave a valiant effort. They was in the midst of they was in the midst of the largest losing streak in sports history, uh, and they were trying to dig themselves out of that pause. But I don't think they in that same space anymore, and they're gonna lose. So tonight we beat uh, the Pistons. We on a back to back too, which is crazy. Uh, why they got all the Knicks and Net games on at the same time this season? Like, it's ridiculous. We play all the even the back to backs right now is the same time. Like, it's crazy. Uh, so we play the Pelicans tomorrow. I don't know. That's a tough game, man, especially with us being injured. Uh, Zion is playing really good right now. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one to the Pelicans, man. Even though in my heart of hearts, I think we could win that game, but I'm gonna give that game to the Pelicans. Uh, Thursday we play the Warriors. Uh, we at the Garden. Yeah, we gonna beat them.
Yeah,
We
there.
gonna beat. Yeah, we gonna beat them. We gonna beat the Warriors. Warriors is low key sorry. I ain't gonna lie to you. Uh, and then I don't know if we should be back on Saturday, if not Sunday morning. But we play the Cavs on Sunday. I'll give my predictions on that. Uh, we unhealthy. Cavs is playing really good basketball, but Jalen Brunson's a better basketball player than Donovan Mitchell, so I'm going with the Knicks. You know what I mean? So my prediction all the way up to Sunday is 3-1, 3-1,
3-1.
with a loss to the Pelicans.
Man, I'm not even gonna do my predictions on the Knicks. It'll just be salty. I'm really hurt as a Nets fan right now, but I'm gonna keep my head up, you know.
Yeah,
And yeah, you guys, yeah, you got Randall out, Anobi out, Robinson, and Dwayne Washington Jr.
yeah.
Uh,
Who gives a fuck about Dwayne Washington Jr.? But uh,
shit.
shout out to him. I ain't got no smoke for him. I'm just saying, like, he don't play. Uh, but that's three of the starting five. You feel me?
Mm,
That's three of the starting five. Even though Hartenstein has been doing an amazing job, he's still not all the way healthy. Uh, they got him on a minutes restriction because the Achilles is a very sensitive thing, man. You don't want to play with that.
mm.
Uh, so pause. That's crazy. Um, yeah, you. So we still dealing with that. You know what I mean? And again, I don't make no excuses when we lose. We lose because I still feel like we had a ability to win that Boston game. That my thing is
Mm.
what that bothers me when these teams are winning games that they actually should be winning against us. Don't act like you beating us at full strength. Take the W. You feel me? Take your W. Be graceful. Be humble, because you know that we're not at full strength. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't. You know me. I don't like to use injuries as an excuse. I'm
Yeah, I
just
was about to
pointing out the
say
obvious.
teams do not care about that shit. They,
But
they gonna they smell blood in the water, a shark go and find it. You know what I'm saying? I just think at the last 20 something games where everybody's let me not say that word. Where everybody's trying to get to the highest playoff spot that they could get so they could get home court advantage. And again, to end my soliloquy, because I don't know how much time we got. I think that's what these games are about. Everybody wants that home court advantage. And let's call it what it is. that fan base that's at home in the playoffs, bro, that should be rocking. You know what I'm saying? And everybody can't play in that. Even a star, an all-star that season, Jared Allen said the lights were too bright. So again, it shows you that these guys are human and that the fans or being away from home does affect the way they play. Then you got some, what they do, they look, they got the ice in the vein and shit, or whatever they do. I
Yeah,
fucked up the celebration, but y'all know what I'm talking about. The point is that some people, some players can't play when the lights are bright. Some can't. And the playoffs show you who's who sometimes, you know, or most times, you know what I'm saying? Shit, all the time, you know what I mean? That being said, I don't know if we make the play-in. I don't know if we make the play-in. I know we still have a chance to make the play-in.
yeah.
That being said, I'll stay with that chance. I'll hold on to that chance and hold it tight. You know what I mean? But that's all
So,
I got. Man.
so
Talk to
with
me.
keeping on the talk of standings and all that, the Knicks are 2.5 games out of the third seed,
Mhm.
uh, and we are 3.5 away from the second seed. These are both attainable goals, especially with us starting to get healthy around the right time. Uh, the Bucks has been hit or miss. They played a few good games as of
Let
recent.
me ask
No,
you. I want to ask you a direct question, right?
one good,
In
yeah,
these. Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah,
You ready? Oh,
yeah,
you
nah,
ready?
yeah, I'm ready. Go.
All right. So as of now, y'all played 57 games. So it's fair to say it's 25 games left. How many
Mhm.
of those 25 games are the Knicks healthy, in your opinion? Like fully healthy?
Uh,
At least Randall and OG, not even Mitch, just at least Randall and OG.
it all depends on when they come back, bro. You feel me? To be
No, I
perfectly
know,
honest,
obviously, but I'm asking
yeah.
you, it's 25 games left. How many games do you think that y'all fully
So,
healthy? How soon?
hold,
I'm asking, how soon do you think Randall
so
and OG will be back
hold on.
together?
Give me a
I'm
second,
not
cause
counting
I
Mitch because Mitch is a little different, you know what I mean? So I don't really want to count
yeah.
him.
Hold on. Give me a second. All right. How many games we got left in this month? One, two,
25 games.
two. I said in this month. We got 3 games left in this month. We're gonna win tonight for sure. Uh, so I'm expecting two, three, four,
You
five.
heard my
But I'll
question?
say about yeah. I heard. I'm doing calculations, my boy. That's
Okay.
that. The question you asked is based on us getting healthy. So I gotta
Yeah,
figure out when do I expect us to be healthy and calculate games from there. I can't throw out a
yeah.
random number. You know what I mean? So I'm saying mid March.
In
We got some
March.
easy games in that time. We 25 games. I could see us going 16-9.
Mm-hmm.
16-9 is I like that number. I like that number. Looking at some of the teams we playing and when we played them, 16-9 sounds about right. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
I was asked, so you think they be back mid March? If they back mid March, that give y'all some time to that give y'all some time. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Like I said,
Yeah.
man, I don't want to have a opinion on the Knicks right now. I'm just hoping we win our games. Um,
And,
but yeah,
and then
man,
I'm looking
I'm
at the schedule. If say for instance, if they come back March 14th, our first game is against the Blazers. Then we got like 2 tough games, 3 tough games. Then we play y'all. That's a W. Pistons, Raptors, Spurs. Then we play the Thunder. Then we play the Heat. Like
mm, damn.
then we play the Kings. Then we play the Bulls. Then we play the Bucks. Then we play the Bulls again. You know what I mean? Like it's some favorable games. There's a lot of favorable games. And
My no,
before
yeah,
that time, before March 14th, we played the Sixers twice, which we packed up when they was healthy, and we beat them while we were injured, and they're injured. We played them twice, uh, March 10th and 12th. Atlanta, we had trouble with. Atlanta, we can beat them. Cavaliers is somebody that we have trouble with, and we already talked about those games during this week, and I still got us coming out of there 4-1. You know what I mean? So
No, I
16
don't
and
I
19
don't
is it?
yeah, no, I'm not debating none of that. I listen again, like I say, you know where I stand with the Nets. I'm just hoping we get some wins, string some wins together. I'm saying, to my knowledge, being a Nets fan, watching the Knicks, not really watching them, but from your perspective and what I've heard, this is
Yeah,
probably this is the longest stretch that Brunson played without Randall. A second, his 1-2 punch, his secondary scorer, and
facts.
more of my concern is because of the reputation of Tibbs. Is the wear and tear on Brunson leading into the playoffs. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know, you know
Because
why that
I
you know why
imagine
that's
it's more of a usage rate because Randall was out.
you know why that's cap, right? Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle is not even in the top 10 in minutes per game this season. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
No, I
that's why
mean, in a sense where
I
he could go to
hear you.
Randall someplace and take a play off.
I hear you. Jalen Brunson only played 34 minutes against the Celtics. So this is what I'm
Okay, so you're
saying.
saying they are managing him. They are aware. They're conscious of that
Like,
already. You saying?
this is what I'm saying. Like, I think, excuse me. I think
Bless you.
the quote on, thank you, the quote unquote reputation of Tibbs running players into the ground is somewhat capped. Jalen Brunson against the 76ers played 21 minutes. Like, this is I'm just doing this to point out a fact that these are games without uh, Julius Randle. You know what I mean? These are games we
Okay.
talking about without Julius Randle, and this is Jalen Brunson minutes. The game before that, we played the Orlando Magic. He played 33 minutes. Like, so I'm not worried about that too much. You feel me? Uh, because I feel like the minutes are being managed well. Uh, I really do. Uh, so we just gotta stay the course, bro. You gotta stay the course because and you look at the injuries that been happening to the Knicks. It don't be like, except for Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein with the Achilles soreness. They don't be real like wear and tear injuries. They be freak accidents. Julius Randle falling on his shoulder and dislocating his shoulder is not a wear and tear issue. That's a freak accident. OG Anunoby chipping a bone in his elbow is not a wear and tear issue. That's a freak accident. You feel me? Like Mitchell Robinson, the fracture in his foot or whatever the case may be, that's a little bit of a wear and tear issue. You know what I mean? And I don't know if you can necessarily blame that on Tibbs because Hartenstein was getting like 15 to 16 minutes a game coming off the bench. And that's average for a backup center. So my point is, I think the wearing players down narrative is over exaggerated because even when Julius Randle was one of the season, the MIP season, when he was one of the highest uh, minutes per game, like he was either number one or number two or some wild shit like that, he stayed healthy the whole entire season. He played the whole season pretty much, right? And then you same thing with RJ Barrett when he was getting injured. They were freak injuries. It was lacerated finger, sprained ankle, sick. Like you feel me? Like I think it's just over exaggerated. I think I hate his rotations. I hate that he keeps uh th- that's what overusage is wear and tear, bro. That's when those injuries, like you tearing a ACL or something like that. That's a wear and tear issue. Is because the mostly because the muscles been overexerted. You feel me? Like those are the kind of injuries you get when you talk about him wearing players down. Sprained ankles is not because a player was being worn down. You could play 2 minutes in a game and sprain your ankle. Like somebody could undercut you on a rebound or a layup. Like Jaquez, whatever his name is, did to Julius Randle when you could pop your shoulder out. You know what I mean? I do have some issues with sometimes Tibbs leaving guys out there for a whole fucking quarter. That annoys me, right? But then he gives them the adequate rest going into the fourth. Like guys won't come back in until about 6 minutes left in the game. You feel me? But my point is, the saying that he might cause somebody to be injured or not play to the optimal level in the playoffs is cap. Because, like I said, neither guy is in the top, even in the top 10 in minutes per game, bro. They're not even in the top 10 in minutes per game.
No. All fairness, all fairness. Again, I'm not coming with a how you say. This is what I heard. You know, this is not necessarily me convicting them of it or not, but I did hear that. But again, like I said, man, we got our own issues, man. I personally hope, in closing, I'll say this: I personally hope that Cam Johnson get his minutes took by Wilson, Jalen Wilson, that is. Ben Simmons get his minutes took by Trendon Watford, and we bring Noah Clowney up to help us with rebounding, because since Ben Simmons won't be getting no minutes because
I
he hurt.
gave Cam Johnson too much money, bro. Ain't nobody taking his minutes. He got paid too much, and that's part of the
We did go to
politics
the bench
of
though. Kevin Ollie did bench him.
yeah. But that's
That's a
part of the
start.
politics of basketball, bro. Like
Yeah,
it's rare that
he's just not he's not consistent. I don't like him as a player on this team. I don't.
it's
Excuse
it's
me, I
rare
don't.
that you see it's rare that you see somebody that get the kind of money that Cam Johnson get treated like Evan Fournier. That don't normally happen. That don't normally happen because a lot of organizations don't have the balls to do it or give the coach that much reign on who plays and who don't. Because most GMs would call a coach like, "Yo, we just gave son 20 mil, dog. You better put him in the game, or we gonna fire you." Like coaches be under pressure like that for real. That's why you don't see it unless it's a situation where y'all just go, "All right, fuck it, we in complete rebuild mode. So yeah, you gonna sit here and we're gonna try to ship you out first thing smoking." And if they're not looking for a trade for him, he gonna play, bro. And the guys that you say deserve the minutes over him is not going to get the minutes over him because of the politics of the finances, dog. You feel me? Like that's usually
No,
how it works.
I know, but at the end of the day, again, my thing is produce a winning product. These players get in the bag and then not playing the way they did to get the bag, it hurts the fans. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, I don't care how much money you make. Wilson is a better defender and 3-point shooter than Cam Johnson. For the people in the back that might not have heard me, Jalen Wilson is a better 3-point shooter and a better defender than Cam Johnson. Period. End
Yeah,
quotes.
yeah. I'm not even saying you wrong, dog. I'm just saying like that's usually how the politics work, dog.
Yeah,
Like
no,
you could
it is.
you probably 100% right, dog. I don't watch the Nets enough to even know who you talking about for real.
He's
But
a rookie, 4 years out of Kansas.
But they just gave that man that contract, huh? They just gave him that contract. Like this off season, he just signed on the dotted line, son.
Hold on,
Like
Lee.
so,
If he's not a better shooter, he's a better scorer than Cam Johnson because he goes to the paint and rebounds with tip ins and all of that better. I told you, Lee, just wait until we get to the next page. Don't do this in front of Knicks fans. Don't do this in front of them.
Big Fan Breeze. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I told you that was an overpay for Cam Johnson. I believe I told you that.
He don't deserve that back. He don't
Because
deserve
Cam
that.
Johnson, if I'm
I
not
mean, you had the
mistaken, is
money. I
making
don't
more
care,
money.
but you're not playing up the par. You
If
point
I
you even
if
take the money and give back the minutes. How about that?
yo
You keep the money and give us the minutes back that come with the money. We don't even care that you
Cam
make the money. We don't care. But
Cam
let Jalen Wilson
Cam
get the minutes.
Cam Johnson is making more money than Julius Randle, son. Let that sink in.
Yeah, that's
Cam
crazy.
Johnson making. That's what I'm saying. That's overpay. I say, yo, And I don't know if I said it on here or I said it on Next to Ish. I said there's no way in the world you can tell me that Cam Johnson is a better basketball player than Julius Randle. He's making
Oh,
more money than
I'm
him
not
though.
having that conversation.
He's making more money than him though. Yeah, I mean that was a severe overpay. And guess who fault that is? Sean Marks. You gotta fire that guy, bro. Like, how could you look at Cam Johnson and be like, yeah, there's a guy named Julius Randle across the water, you know, two-time All-Star, two-time All-NBA. We gonna give you more money than that guy.
Listen, all I'm saying is, yeah, no, listen, man. Cam Johnson, it making me stop liking them just regular shit. They just, I don't want to get into this. You're a Knicks fan. I'm not trying to tell you how much I like the players on the team, man. I'm not doing this with you. Shout to all the
my
Knicks
Knicks
fans.
fans in the
Our
comments.
grievances from that fan to that fan.
My Knicks fans in the
Nah, man, I'm
comments,
not
man.
doing
Remember
this.
all that twin shit he was hollering? Cam Johnson, twin.
Nah. Shout out to J1. J1 be pulling up to the page. Shout out to J1. But nah, man, no. If Wilson, like Leaf said, if these players that he's mentioning, they could get minutes, we would be in better shape. You know what I'm saying? And again, far as Mikal having the keys, I respectfully feel like he should. And again, to the podcast, he was in a nutshell like, oh, I'm not a 3D player no more. You scored a ball. Then Jalen Brunson, he spoke up for Cam Thomas in a way like, yeah, I might not. He said Cam Thomas is the same as me on defense. Like, I'm not a great on-ball defender, but I'm a great team defensive player. So that's Jalen Brunson saying that on the podcast. So he was saying it to say in the defensive structure and the defensive scheme. And when I think about it, it sounds like a sub or a pun towards our coach. Basically saying, like, I'm a good defender because of the coach we got. Like, the coach I got ain't that. I never seen the slick ways that they be speaking on or speaking to Mikal Bridges. I didn't like it. They say they're your friends, but they talk to you like that. You got to show them more resolve. You know what I'm saying, Mikal Bridges? You the other day, you even was on the internet like, yo, in the post game, I know y'all seen me over there on the podcast. He even says this himself. I know y'all seen me over there on the podcast, but I'm here and I want to play here. And if that's the case, Mikal Bridges, I'm gonna tell you, if you want the honesty, I don't know you, so I don't have to be a quote unquote yes man. I ain't around you. I'm not going to the store getting you chopped cheeses. I ain't doing none of that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you because I don't know if your friends are. Stop taking those 3-pointers, bro. That shit don't love you back. If you're not taking a 3-pointer off a pick and roll on some like a high pick and roll or a dribble handoff where you could get to the 3 or the midi, and again, your 3 ball, they're going to be always contested because they don't respect you going to the basket. How about you get some space for the 3-pointer to take the 3-pointer that you like by making the defense respect the fact that you would go or will go to the basket. Until you start attacking the basket, making the defense feel like they got to give you that space for you to have this space and vision for you to see the 3 the way you want to see the 3, you're always going to be a low percentage 3-point shooter. Listen to Big Fan Breezy. I'm out here. They telling me I'm looking back because I'm optimistic about how y'all play, but none of y'all don't want to listen to my vlogs. Why won't these Nets players listen to my vlogs? Listen, again, so you don't miss what I'm saying. I'm critiquing your game, Mikal Bridges, saying that you're not an on-ball player. You're an off-ball player. Stop taking so many 3-pointers, get to the basket, get to the midi, and then you'll have space to take the 3-ball. If Kevin Ollie is not doing that with you, trust me, when you go to other teams, they're going to say, all right, we don't want you to play the same way that you did on the Brooklyn Nets. That is not your role. They're going to have you in a system, a structure to do something different. So I'm saying before all of that, do it here. Do it for us. We're rooting for you. As much as you may play bad or good, we still rooting for you, bro. You on the team. Not you. You come off the team.
Y'all ain't got no for what you asking for him. Y'all don't really got no point guard for him to play the way you asking him to play.
He got shooter, right? Better than Ben Simmons. He more available.
Shooter's tough. Shooter's tough. He's not completely as I think they just got to develop some chemistry. He do need to come off the ball. I forgot y'all got Schroeder. I ain't gonna lie. I think he might need to come off the ball a little bit, let Schroeder do what he do, and he work off of that. Because Schroeder could, break down defense, get in the paint, shit like that. Uh, yeah, but I think that's part of Jock Vaughn coaching. Jock Vaughn wanted y'all to shoot a lot of 3-pointers.
He got
That's part
fired.
of that's part of the and I told you in the beginning of the season, I said y'all something like Dennis's ass. Yeah, listen, Dennis Smith is ass. Dennis Schroeder's not ass. Uh,
I like Dan Smith, but his shoot, you gotta shoot better, man. You
I
gotta
told
learn.
you in the I told you in the beginning of the season. I said, yo, y'all team is too heavily reliant on 3-point success. That's how y'all want to win games. Y'all want to make a lot of 3-pointers to win games. And that's not gonna work. That's not sustainable for the rest of y'all got, bro. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have much of an inside presence. Uh your only reliable mid-range shooter has been Cam Thomas. And Lonnie's tough. Lonnie's tough,
Yeah, but
bro.
he takes too many 3-pointers too.
Yeah,
He got to get to
Lonnie's
the
tough.
basket.
He can get to the basket, and he got a decent mid-range shot too. I don't know why he don't use it, but anyway. But yeah, like y'all just chuck up a lot of threes, and it's not gonna work out for y'all because y'all don't have the talent to consistently score from 3-point range every game like that. Like y'all gonna have some games where y'all pack niggas up because y'all just in fuego. I've seen it with my own eyes. Y'all pack people up because y'all can't miss. But then there's gonna be a lot of games where y'all struggle to hit threes.
Yeah, that's not our identity. It's the lowest percentage shot of the game. So
And
there's
and
that.
it's because of poor roster construction too.
Yeah,
Like,
I hear you, man. I hear you. I just got. I'm kind of in a tight squeeze right now. Pause. I gotta get ready for work soon.
all right, good,
Um,
do your thing, Playboy. I understand. Yo, shout out to everybody that pulled up. I mean, we definitely appreciate y'all. We be moving the schedule around, but y'all here. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all here with
word,
us. You feel
word. Share
me?
the live.
And we
Share the live.
appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
Share,
share the
press that like button, and we see y'all next week.
All
All
right,
right,
y'all.
one.
Peace.